While the Around the Horn NASDAQ Scalper trading service really works throughout the trading day, the way that I use it and the way that most people are using it is as a first hour strategy. That's because when the bands on the trading plan are violated during the first hour of trading, the move tends to be very quick and frequently profitable. So here we've got the trading plan for Veeco Instruments. This is a recent trade, and this is pretty typical of what this is going to look like. We see that we've got an entry at 36.88 with a first target up at 37.12, another entry at 36.65 with a target up at 36.88, and an entry at 36.47 with a target at 36.65. And now let's have a look at a 5-minute chart of Veeco. We see that it opens, we've got this opening volatility, and we just wait. And we've got this nice orderly pullback. This is what I call a switch hitter pullback that comes down, and we see lower highs, lower high, lower high, lower high, and then a reversal that pushes up and through the 36.65 entry line. That gives us a clean shot up to 36.88. And since the violation of the 36.88 line is really clean and it just all happens in one bar, we're able to hang on for a move to 37.12. Now, if you automated this and exited at 36.88, don't worry. That's still okay. You got a nice quick profit on the trade and you're out. The important thing really is you waited for the spreads to tighten, you waited for the pattern to set up, and here you are. Market's barely been open for an hour. You're done and you're moving on with the rest of your day. Here's another one that's just a few days earlier. This is BBBY. We see that we've got a potential entry at 56.86 up to 57.08. 56.65 to 56.86, and 56.43 up to 56.65. So let's have a look at this chart. Again, we're looking at a 5-minute chart, and we see that once again, price opens a little bit higher, immediately starts moving lower. We get lower highs, and then the high of the lowest bar in this opening pullback is right at that 56.43 line. We get a pop up and through, and look what happens. It just rams right up to that 56.65 profit target. This one happens in the first half hour of trading, and if that's what you want to do, then that's all she wrote. You've got the rest of the day to do what you want, or you can watch for more entries, and we see here that we've got 2 additional entries over the course of the morning. Generally speaking, this first entry is the best of the day, and it also keeps you from having to sit there staring at your computer screen for the whole session. Let's take a look at another type of entry. This is in BioMarin Pharmaceutical Incorporated, ticker symbol BMRN. We see there's alternate entries here at 64.05 down to 63.79, 64.34 down to 64.05, and 64.68 down to 64.34. Now this one happens to be the easiest type of entry to spot. This is what I call a kings and queens setup. Let's take a look at the 5-minute chart. We see here that BMRN opened, traded higher, and then immediately we had this pattern that I call a kings and queens, where one bar just reverses exactly what the last bar did. That gets us down into the 64.68 entry line. The very next bar crashes through the 64.34 initial target, hits the 64.05 secondary target, and ultimately we hit the 63.79 extension target on this very first move of the day. Once again, if you choose to sit in front of the computer over the course of the session, in this case you see a nice switch hitter pullback, reverses down through 64.68 and gives another move down to 63.79, and then we get another switch hitter pullback that reverses down through 64.05, gives us the move to 63.79, and then extends lower over the course of the session all the way down to 62.79. All depends on how you want to use these trades. All depends on what your goal is. If you're just looking for those first hour setups, then you will find that there is about one opportunity every single day to get long, or in this case get short, in one of these stocks and make a few extra bucks. So again, all you're looking for are really obvious entries. The kings and queens pattern, another kings and queens pattern, switch hitter pattern. The kings and queens patterns just look like this. They're mirror image bars. The switch hitter pullbacks look like this. They're just that classic pullback displayed on an intraday 5-minute chart. When you see one of those two setups, you've got a very high likelihood that you're going to see some follow through one of those lines and into that volatility band. And of course, that spells opportunity. So for all you members of the trading plan, remember, you've got new videos almost every single day that reinforce how to use the trading plan how to plan your own trades, and how to take advantage of these opportunities when they come along. It's not about grabbing every single one, it's about grabbing the best ones. You'll learn how to get those by watching the videos. They're free, so it'd be silly not to watch them. If you have any questions, send me an email, adrian@traderinsight.com. I hope you had a great trading day. And remember, the best trader education anywhere, only at traderinsight.com.